मृदंग लाए क्या मृदंग? हरे कृष्णा। कितने लोग का ब्रेकफास्ट ज़्यादा हो गया है, मतलब नींद आएगी क्लास में? अगर है तो हम लोग थोड़ी देर 5 मिनट स्टैंडिंग कीर्तन कर लेते हैं, सो दैट योर ब्रेकफास्ट इज सेटल्ड एंड यू कैन फोकस मोर ऑन क्लास। चलेगा? यंग लोग हो भाई, सीनियर सिटीजन होते तो नाचने में मुश्किल होता था। ठीक है वैसे 12 to 1:30 है, बट स्टिल आई एम जस्ट 5 मिनट्स। ठीक है, सो दैट योर लेथार्जी थोड़ा मतलब पोहा डाइजेस्ट हो जाए एंड यू आर रेडी फॉर द लंच ऑल्सो। ठीक है, सो प्लीज राइस। सब लोग अपना ग्रुप्स में डांस करते हैं, मालूम है? कब नाचते हैं? जब खुश होते हैं। तो आप लोग सब खुश होइए, राम जी ने सीता जी ने बुलाया है, ठीक है ना? बिना टिकट के आप लोग नहीं आ सकते, यू नो। सो इट इज़ राम एंड सीता जी हैज कॉल्ड। सो मृदंग जी आप आ जाइए साथ में। ओके, सो कई लोग उठ नहीं रहे हैं, पोहा ज़्यादा हो गया लगता है। तो एक ग्रुप्स बना दीजिए 5-5, 6-6, 8-8 का, एंड फास्ट ग्रुप बना दीजिए। वी कैन हैव फास्ट कीर्तन एंड देन नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। सेंटर में एक आदमी आएगा, बीच में सेंटर में एक पर्सन आने का, गोल गोल घूमने का, मंदिर में जैसे करते हैं। सेंटर में एक आदमी, जबरदस्ती मत करो। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। बोलिए कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। सभी भक्तों का स्वागत है। एवरीवन इज योर all of you are invited, most welcome to this holy place of Nashik. So thank you for the enthusiastic kirtan. वो पंखा कोई स्टार्ट करेगा? उधर पंखा बंद है। If anyone can start. खराबी है क्या? अच्छा वो भी खराब है, वो वाला भी खराब है। So those who want to sit under the fan they can shift here. वहाँ चटाई है पर पंखा नहीं है। यहाँ पंखा है पर चटाई नहीं है। और यू कैन पुट द चटाई देयर। आई थिंक देख लीजिए जिनको शिफ्ट होना है, प्लीज़ बी कंफर्टेबल। नासिक धाम में हमें राम जी की से तपस्या नहीं कराना है आप लोग को। सो सिट कंफर्टेबली इन फैन। आई कैन शिफ्ट लिटिल बिट, नो प्रॉब्लम। आइए। क्या आप लोग का फर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस अच्छा रहना चाहिए? बोला प्रवचन पहला दिया, गर्मी में पंखा नहीं चल रहा था। वो देखो उधर का ग्रुप देखो कितने अटैच्ड है पंखे से। 5-6 लोग जो है वहीं बैठे हुए, स्थाने स्थित। महाप्रभु ने बोला ना अपना स्थान पे स्थिर रहिए। तो जहाँ पंखा है वहीं स्थिर हैं वो लोग। दुनिया हिल जाएगी पर हम पंखे से नहीं हिलेंगे। ये है IYS। वेरी इंस्पायरिंग। विनय प्रभु, हरिबोल। प्लीज टेक इंस्पिरेशन फ्रॉम विनय प्रभु व्हेन इट कम्स टू कीर्तन। He will do Tandav Nritya. Please watch him when he does dance. Rahul knows. He plays djembe for him in his Tandav Nritya. Okay. So, people go for exercise, people go for jogging. Devotees के लिए एक problem ही नहीं है. We dance in Kirtan. So that takes care of all our health. जाओ नाचो, जितने ज़्यादा नाचना है नाचो. So, Radhanath Maharaj says, those who have pen and paper, please note it down. Radhanath Maharaj says, success of a yatra is how much we do Sankirtan together. किसी भी यात्रा की कामयाबी कितनी है? हमने मिल के संकीर्तन कितना किया। So please mark it. This will be for rest of your life. आप कहीं भी किसी भी यात्रा में जाएंगे, so make sure you all come together and do Sankirtan as much as possible, right? So in the coming 2 days, my request is even when we are just going to the temple or coming back, make sure you are doing Sankirtan. So usually our habit is to speak on mobile or speak with someone, but when we do Sankirtan, Mahaprabhu has started this Sankirtan mode, Yagner Sankirtan Praya. So when we are together, they say in Hindi, Sangathan mein Shakti. So we may not realize that what is the power of Sankirtan. It is said the flute of Lord Krishna was not only heard in Vrindavan, but it was heard all over the universe. Right? So similarly, when we do Sankirtan, the Kirtan has that power. So today's topic is sense gratification or purification. So Sankirtan is the highest way, strongest way, the best way for purification. Please note that. You can do 64 rounds, 32 rounds, 16 rounds alone. But when you come together and do 15 minutes Sankirtan also, that is much more powerful. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explains, Kirtana Dhvani Maha Mangal Uthila. Kirtana Dhvani Maha Mangal Uthila. So I would like to explain these words. How many of you have seen outside the house, people writing Shubh Labh, Mangal? Please raise your hands. So Prabhupada says, there is no point in writing Shubh Labh or Mangal. कोई एरावाड़ा जेल के बाहर, अपना प्रिजन सेल के बाहर लिखेगा शुभ लाभ और मंगल, so you will feel it is Mangal, it is Shubh Labh. Nonsense, jail में है बाबा, come out of the jail. So Prabhupada explains, this material world is like jail. We are all supposed to, finish our sentence by doing bhakti and come out. Not making Shubh Labh here. There is nothing Mangal in this world. Everyone will sitting here will become old, will get disease, will die. So what is Mangal? Getting little bit money, that is Mangal. For that probably your relatives itself will start fighting. Everywhere there are court cases going on. And the maximum court cases in India between brothers for property. So what is Mangal? Understand? So purification will happen, Kirtana Dhvani Maha Mangal Uthila. Why it is Mangal? Because this will make your way back home, back to God. That is Mangal. Chatur Dash Lok Bhari Brahmanda Vedila. Chatur and Dash. Chatur means 4, Dash means 10. So that means 14 planetary systems will get purified. So just like I said, the flute of Krishna was heard all over the universe. And the explanation is that even the Apsaras and the demigods, when they were going in their airplanes, as soon as they would hear the flute, they would be like completely stunned and shocked, and and the demigoddess, Apsaras, they would get overwhelmed. Similarly, Mahaprabhu's Kirtan, when we do, we may not understand. हमको लगेगा हम लोग यहाँ पे नाचे, कीर्तन किए गाए, in our Bombay program, or we are in Nashik and all. But we should accept Shastras that it says it has a effect on the 14 planetary systems. और उसमें at least हम लोग को तो होगा ही होगा. Apart from the 14 planetary systems. Why? Because we are the recipient of the Sankirtan. So Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur said, safest place on the whole planet Earth, on the whole globe is where there is Sankirtan going on. Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, Prabhupada's Guru. And the proof of that is, we all know Tukaram Maharaj. Radhanath Maharaj says why Maharashtra is called Mahan, Maharashtra. Why it's called glorious Rashtra? Because it has sages like Tukaram Maharaj. Prabhupada says he was officially initiated by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And you see in the whole of Maharashtra what he did. Jai Jai Ram Krishna Hari, Jai Jai Ram Krishna Hari, Jai Jai Ram Krishna Hari. He spread the same Sankirtan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all over Maharashtra. And as I said, the Sankirtan is the safest thing to do. And you are in the safest place. Few years back, there was an earthquake in Latur. The whole Latur got destroyed, except for one temple, where these Varkaris were doing Sankirtan. It's documented. So that means the power of the holy name, the power of Sankirtan is that it can stop the catastrophe which is sent by the nature or anything. Only thing is we need to take shelter more and more of the holy name. So while we were coming, in the train, So I spoke for half an hour or something about Gita and all. Then I asked any question. So one of the boys said, Prabhuji, breakfast kitne baje? So I said, wonderful. I spoke about Gita and you are connecting with only this. So this is IYS. I said, you are bona fide IYS devotee. He had nothing, no questions about Gita. He had only questions about this. Right? So, when we are here to gain knowledge, we should know, one time a pot and a lid had a conversation. Pot and the lid. So, the lid said to the pot, what? You are not giving me water. You are giving water to glass. You are giving water to bottle. You are giving water to so many containers. You don't give water to me. What is this? So, lid is telling to the pot. I hope you are understanding. Na? Matki ka dhakkan. So then the pot started responding back. And he said, hey dhakkan. And he is anyway dhakkan only. So, no offense. He said, anyone who comes for water comes at my feet. Comes below me. Then I give them water. You are sitting on my head and expecting water? How is it possible? Right? So, the example is given that the whole Gita culminates with surrender, we know. So, Radhanath Maharaj says surrender means sir under your Guru. Maharaj doesn't know Hindi, but at least this much he knows. Sir under. Matlab, only one qualification is the main qualification in the whole of spiritual life. That is obedience. One qualification. To the authority, to your Shiksha Guru. Even if Shiksha Guru is wrong, don't worry. That is Krishna will take care of it. I am giving you a big statement in Nashik Dham. Even if Shiksha Guru is wrong, if you understand, you just cross-check with someone else. But that post is not a company post. Please note. Krishna has appointed someone as Shiksha Guru. So, it is clearly explained. Krishna himself says, Diksha Guru as well as Shiksha Guru. They are my representatives. You have to worship and respect them equal to me. Right? So, you just follow them and you will be in right hands. And somehow that we are in such a environment and society, especially in Gopinath Mandir, we are being guided by senior devotees. So, take care of that. So today I wanted to do one experiment, that is, they have renounced the pen. I can't believe it. They have become very detached. अभी तो क्लास शुरू हुआ है. विनय, good, very good. 5-6 लोग उठे नहीं थे, अभी उठ के आ गए. अच्छा, वो आवाज़ ज़्यादा कर रहा है क्या? इसलिए? हाँ, ओके. मैं भी बोलूँ एकदम वैराग्य कैसे आ गया? Okay, so basically, Bhavesh, you can stand up and see the count of how many people are there. And Tulsidas Prabhu, in the meantime, you can distribute the papers. There is a small chit of paper which you will get. This is how a political maneuver happens, which you are going to go through. खड़े हो जाओ तुलसीदास, आप ही सबको दे दो, सबको बांट दो. Everyone should get one piece of paper. I will explain to you by the time you get piece of paper what is happening. I mean, अब ब्रह्मचारी लोग को छोड़ दो यार, सब लोग को मत करें यार, ये सब बच्चों के लिए यार. So, by the time everyone is getting paper, please understand what we are trying to do with this. I did yesterday as an experiment that it works or not. Please listen carefully what we are going to do with this. We don't want any one of you to write any names on it. Am I clear? Just try to get a pen from nearby. And you have to just do one thing, either tick or cross. Okay, now what you have to do, tick or why you have to do cross, understand. We are in Nashik Dham. Hopefully you will not lie. And anyway your name is also not going to come. And after doing tick or cross, you have to fold it into 4 so that your neighbor also doesn't see. Okay. And then we will have a whole together, we'll have a whole, all the papers will be collected and we'll see the voting. So voting is right or wrong. No names. So all the audience can be rest assured, मेरा नाम नहीं आने वाला है. Right? Now, what is the thing which you have to do? Bhavesh, what is the count? 50? 55. Okay. So now the total count is 55. We will come to know after having the attendance in this. Anyone who feels I am addicted to anything and I should not be addicted to, whether it is video game, whether it is YouTube, whether it is internet, whether it is any other thing A to Z in the whole planet Earth, you have to put a tick, which means I want to get de-addicted from the sense gratification which I am doing. Your name is not going to come, and you have to fold it also, so your neighbor will also not come to know. We will discuss how to come out of the addiction zone, right? So whatever you feel, if you feel I am addicted to anything, whether it is movies, whether it is watching cricket, whether it is anything, so just put a tick and fold it. Pens, if people don't have, please raise your hands. Tulsi Vilas Prabhu, you can provide the pens. And 1 minute में तुरंत आप लिखिए और पेन दे दीजिए वापस उनको. Okay? So after writing, please give the pen back to Tulsi Vilas Prabhu. He doesn't want to give donation. Okay, और fold कर लीजिए. And Bhavesh and Tulsi Vilas Prabhu, go fast, start collecting the papers. Fold करके दीजिएगा so that we can immediately. I just want to know, see, your names are not going to come, it is going to be completely closed, but within the audience of 55, how many people are addicted, we will just have a count right now in few minutes. भावेश कलेक्ट कर लो, आप खड़े हो जाओ, कहाँ पे हो? Collect fast from everyone. जिनके पास पेन नहीं है, पेन ले लीजिए. And we will just have in a minute the count of the whole group of 55 devotees. Yes. So we request Arvind Madhav Prabhu to just collect all the sheets and just see how many. And he has collected. Tulsi Vilas, just see the opening and count करके. Tulsi Vilas Prabhu इनसे collect करके help करो उनको counting करने में. खोल के देख रहे हैं वो. So please be rest assured, आप लोग का नाम नहीं, किसी को मालूम नहीं चलने वाला है आपने क्या दिया है. But we are going to have a count of addictions, how much we are there, any kind of. बाहर के वर्ल्ड में इंटॉक्सिकेशन का एडिक्शन होता है, स्मोकिंग का एडिक्शन होता है, all these things are there. So Bhaktisan, in the meantime, जब तक काउंटिंग हो रहा है, I should tell you, Bhaktisan Thakur said there is only one problem in this world, that is lack of Krishna consciousness. Because in Krishna consciousness we don't tell in lectures, चाय मत पियो, प्यार लहसुन मत खाओ. Automatically people start giving up. So all the papers have to go back to Arvind Madhav Prabhu, and Vinay Prabhu was also helping to count. He is checking how many ticks are there. So we will get a count of out of 55 how many people are addicted in this group here. Bhavesh, please help Prabhu ji. खोल के देते जाओ. जिन्होंने नहीं दिया पेपर, तुलसी विलास प्रभु इज इन द लास्ट राउंड, दे कैन गिव द पेपर्स टू हिम. सबका हो गया? राइट. So Bhaktisan Thakur said, only problem in this world is lack of Krishna consciousness. Bhakti nahi hai. Now among our group, in ISKCON devotees, hardly anyone takes tea and coffee and all. So there is no question of, smoking, cigarettes, alcohol, drugs, all these things. So the major problems of the whole world is automatically resolved when a person becomes Krishna conscious. How many of you agree? Please raise your hands. So you all are with the statement of Bhaktisan Thakur that there is only thing lacking in the whole world is Krishna consciousness. Right? Now, what is lacking in devotees? We should know. मतलब पूरी दुनिया, Prabhupada says, people want Ram, Rajya without Lord Ram. That will not work. That will not work, Prabhupada said. You want Ram, Rajya, then you need to have Lord Ram also in your life. So, if you now you understood one problem is that only there is lack of Krishna consciousness. What is one problem with devotees? Only one problem. So you say, Prabhuji, I have got multiple problems. No, sir. All of us unanimously, last 25 years experience, I can tell you. Only one problem. Right? Be ready for this. If you solve one problem, all other problems are automatically solved. Give you an example. Krishna told Vasudev, lift me and carry me to Gokul. So then at that time he didn't say, Arey, how could I carry you? I have got shackles, there is a lock, prison cell, prisoners. And it's a fact, it was all there. Heavily raining, so many things. But as soon as Vasudev lifted Krishna, shackles got opened, right? And the doors got opened. The watchman, the security guards, they went to sleep. And in fact, he said the Yamuna also gave the pathway. So understanding is, when you lift Krishna in your life, Krishna takes care of everything. You all got a hint? मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ? वर्ल्ड में एक ही प्रॉब्लम है, भक्ति नहीं है. डिवोटी लोगों के सर्किट में एक ही प्रॉब्लम है. We are not lifting Krishna. I will give you the explanation what it means by lifting Krishna. Because this point and what you are doing, you are given the votes for, it is going to connect. कितना है? 51 tick. Haribol. 51 in the audience is affected. Means full. Not even 90%, above 90% out of 55. So I think the subject is of very much concern. Everyone wants to get, de-addicted from the addictions which they have. So, again coming to this point, how we can lift Krishna. So, 7.14, don't listen to me, listen to Krishna. That is the best. Because if you listen to Krishna, you are always on the safe side. Because 7.14 Gita, anyone knows the verse? Yes. So, Mam eva ye prapadante. I will explain step by step. We understood addiction. We are discussing about solution. It's not solution given by me. Haribol Ananda is no one. Solution is coming from Krishna. So be rest assured, when you are spending time in Krishna consciousness, you are doing bhakti. Majority of the Indians are, although they may be so-called religious, they may be going to some so-called temple, but they say, किसने भगवान को देखा है, किसने आत्मा को देखा है, किसने मरने के बाद देखा है, what happens. So Prabhupada was one time asked this, if suppose Krishna is not there, क्या होगा? You are chanting, you are hearing, you are having a whole life spiritual, and if Krishna is not there, तो क्या होगा? Prabhupada said, no problem, even if Krishna is not there, still we will do the same thing. We will chant, we will hear, we will go for yatra, we will take prasad. And Prabhupada said, we are leading a better life than you, even if Krishna is not there, still. And then Prabhupada said, but if Krishna is there, आपका क्या होगा? So Prabhupada makes this statement: death is the ultimate God realization for an atheist. Death is an ultimate God realization for an atheist. Lifelong you can say I am atheist. जब मरेगा यमदूत ले जाके पिटाई करने वाले. So Maharaj says either surrender to Yamraj or Rasraj. Choice is yours. दो में से एक. Right? So when we are talking about taking, now Krishna says how you can become de-addicted is Mam eva ye prapadyante, if you surrender to me. Maya metam taranti te. You can overcome your addictions and other things. So how to do it? We'll try to discuss in the time we have. Before that, how many of you heard this that Krishna Bhagwan अपने भक्तों की रक्षा करते हैं? He can provide, meals. He can provide prasad. He can provide everything. How many of you heard this? Please raise your hands. Okay. So there was this. I'm giving you live example. From 5,000 years, I'm bringing you to the current status as on 2024. Two devotees were walking. They went for book distribution, getting permission. So Satyanand Prabhu will know. Our Panch Pandav Prabhu and Jagannath Prabhu. So two saffron brahmacharis. So one brahmachari, the younger one, Panch Pandav. So he said, Prabhu, you are spirit soul, but I am the body. I need food also. मतलब दोपहर हो रहा था, कुछ खाने पीने की बात नहीं चल रही थी. So then he got, कुछ तो खिलाओ हमको, अरेंज करो. So he said, अरे you are a devotee, Krishna will arrange. Depend on Krishna. He said, what depend on Krishna? Give me some money at least, let me buy some fruits. He said, no, depend on Krishna. Krishna will arrange. We are walking on the street and we are going for that permission, a kilometer away. We are not eaten anything. How Krishna will arrange? Well, have faith. Krishna will arrange. He had full confidence. And this person, another devotee, had no confidence. After walking for half a kilometer, there was, I'm telling you the real life story. There was a Marwadi Bhojanalaya without on garlic. They were just due to Udghatan, opening. And the owner saw two saffron sadhus. They said, I want to do the opening after feeding both of you. It is Krishna Prasad, please come and take Prasad first. So we are dealing with someone, although we may have not seen Krishna. Plus now, before we go ahead, look, I'm just going to want you to build your faith in it that, what we are doing, it's not sentimental. Everyone is going to die and no one has any clue or any knowledge what happens beyond death. Krishna clearly says, Ant Kalecha Mahameva, and all the verses that how one attains perfection. Tokpa Dehanta Puna Janma Naiti. And we are seeing, we have a huge congregation of over 10,000 devotees. हर महीने में कोई ना कोई, somehow this is the rule of this world, are leaving this body. And we are seeing that how this theory is turning into practical, how people are perfecting their lives and going back to God. So we are not just sentimental people. We are not just bhavuk people sitting here and coming together and doing it. No. We are following the words of Krishna. I may be wrong, you may be wrong. Others people are following it. People like Gandhiji, Einstein, they were all following and living by it. So none of us should have a problem and none of us should have a doubt on it. Everyone is with me? Clear? मतलब क्या होता है कई बार devotees को भी थोड़ा doubt आता है. So I'm making your conviction strong on this process. Okay. Now, basically, when we say that Krishna, we are dealing with Krishna. So this question is to all of you all. Kadam Kanan Maharaj said, we may have not seen Krishna, accepted, but we have all seen Krishna's hand in our life. Krishna's interference. कितने लोग ने देखा है? हाथ उठाइए. देखिए, almost we have full attendance. Everyone accepts, right? So now, how to become, coming out of the addiction problem, right? So, answer is very simple at our level. What Krishna says is, surrender unto me, Mameva prapadantu. One who surrenders to me can overcome Maya. So surrender means it's a daily process. रोज करना पड़ता है. And Prabhupada writes in 6.37 that yoga chalati nischala. Yoga chalati nischala means, basically it means how a person deviates from spiritual life. So first reason Prabhupada says is one is not sufficiently serious in his practice. I am correcting this. क्यों हम लोग addicted हो रहे हैं? Because we are not serious. So what is the definition of being serious? It's not written on our forehead that we are serious. Prabhupada made the system that all over the world we have ISKCON Mangalarti, which starts at 4:30 and goes on till 8:39. So Prabhupada defined serious devotee means he will never miss Mangalarti. Right? So the way to surrender to Krishna means on daily basis is doing regular morning program. I am not talking about 4:30 to 9. I am talking in Brahma Muhurta. If a person chants sincerely, it's very, very difficult, but all of you are 16 rounders. But if you maintain that, somehow with that, so the movement for all of you is have tie up with your friends. Just one friend. We have Zoom calls. We have started ever since lockdown. So from 5 to 8 o'clock, we have Zoom calls. And those who want, they can always join. I'm talking about the IYS. So we have made a system. आप लोग भी आपस में system बनाइए by which you can just connect and chant in the morning. So simple thing is, it's very difficult to get up on the own. Even if you put an alarm clock, still you will sleep. So certain things it says that you place an alarm clock at least 10-15 feet away from your bed, from where you are sleeping. So when you go and get up to snooze it, so that time you realize I made a commitment. I should not go back to sleep. Plus over and above that, if you have some friend who can call you up half an hour later or something, chant कर रहा है ना, Zoom पे दिख नहीं रहा है. Because if you are chanting, you have to be seen in the Zoom, or at least if you are not on Zoom, then at least sincerely you should do. So then there is some check system by which you all do. Right? Now I will tell you whether this works or not. How many of you have chanted in the morning 5 to 7? Especially there are many devotees who have done VTA here also. And they feel that being connected with Krishna, lifting Krishna, having Krishna in our life helps us to become de-addicted. Please raise your hands. Okay. Majority of the crowd agrees to it. Now only thing is, on daily basis, how to do it. We can have different katha, different lectures, different all kind of concepts and all. But the crux is, in world there is only one problem: no Krishna consciousness. Yes, you all agree, right? जितने devotees हैं, उनके life में एक ही problem है. We are not chanting sincerely in Brahma Muhurta. Do it and see. Prabhupada said, the whole world is suffering because Indians didn't took this spiritual life seriously in their life. They never changed, and they never gave this Krishna consciousness to the whole world. Please understand, when there is war raging all over, crime happening, so many things happening around the world, we people are the hope. Our practice is the hope. We cannot fake it. I can cheat you, you can cheat me. We can't cheat Krishna. If you have practiced it sincerely, and that sincere practice has turned into actual happiness and bliss, then you will be more than happy to give the bliss to others. Yes or no? You all agree? Right? All the world outside, Sri Prasangana, people are just talking about only one thing. Sense gratification, sense gratification, sense gratification. Okay, I'll give you a case example by which you will connect how this sense gratification doesn't work. How many of you feel that you are happy because your mummy and daddy were together, they never got divorced? How many of you feel like that? Please raise your hands. जो लोग हाथ नहीं उठा रहे, इसका मतलब दे फील हमारे मम्मी डैडी डाइवोर्स होने चाहिए थे तो मैं ज़्यादा खुश होता था. नॉनसेंस. ओके. And this is common. Anyone disagrees with that? Please. I mean, I'm going to come to a very concrete conclusion. How the Indian culture, how spirituality has saved us, against the all odds which is happening in the world. Right? So everyone understands that divorce ho gaya means you will be miserable. The life of the children will be, in shambles. So the statistic shows Luxembourg has 86% divorce. Spain, France has 76. America has over 50%. And what to speak of that, now there is no concept of marriage, in those countries. In fact, let's come to India also. How many of you have heard living relationships? All of you know, right? So that means what? You live together, it doesn't work, so leave. Prabhupada says that happens in animal society, not in human society. Human society means marriage. Now this sounds very nice, okay, no responsibility, living relationship, but the result is what? 50% average divorce. And since people are not getting married, it's getting more and more. So that means there is no family life, there is no happiness. India is to the minimum divorce of 1% because of our culture. India, maximum happy people are there. समझा कि नहीं समझा आप लोग कोई एग्जाम्पल, राइट? यू ऑल एग्री विथ दिस? So what has kept this thing together? Although westernization is coming in and we are also getting affected, but if we hold to our roots, if we hold to spirituality, we will be saved from the onslaughts which is happening outside. Divorced families, we may have palatial house, please note that, but house will not give you happiness, relationships will give you happiness. You all agree? Means even a house is small, but there is loving family, loving father, mother, children, brothers, sisters, uncle, aunts who are staying together. It's a bliss. I can tell you my personal experience. I had a flat in Malad. It went for redevelopment. I had to shift to Vasai, and I'm staying next to my in-laws. But because the family is together, it's so much of support. Family together. It's not house. It's the relationship that will give you happiness. It's not the watch, it's how you use your time, right? That makes things valuable. It's not the phone, it's the value of conversations, how you speak, that makes things important. That's just thing. Just like there is a saying, when we are traversing this path of, my whole goal of today's class is from sense gratification to purification. The purification, the main Brahmastra is 5 to 7. There is no other way. Yesterday I was telling, if the Brahma Muhurat would have been 7 to 9 in the evening, it would have been better. Many devotees would feel, Arey Prabhu ji, mera to 7 to 9 mein hi sab japa ho raha hai. But that doesn't work. 5 to 7 is only there. So, although, there's a, they say, this is Nav Yogendra Maharaj says, इतना जप कर के हद कर दे कि यमराज तेरा खाता रद्द कर दे. So chant as much as possible, and definitely, whenever you get a time to, we should chant apart from the morning. Prabhupada said 2 hours on beats, 22 hours off beats. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, please understand, यारा एक बिंदु पाने उत्पुलित तन माने, हास्य गाय करे नर्तन. Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is telling, if you sincerely follow, and even if you get one drop of it, you start singing, you start dancing, you start preaching, हास्य गाय करे नर्तन, हंसने लगते हो, you start laughing. It's not theory. What is told by Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami in Chaitanya Charitamrita is also confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita, where Sanjaya, after hearing the whole Bhagavad Gita, he was not feeling sleepy. बोला कैसा रहा धृतराष्ट्र? अरे क्या श्लोका पे श्लोक बोला, मैं तो पूरा सो गया था. No, that was not his reply. What was his reply? Rajan Shamshitya Sambadam idam adbhutam Keshav Arjuno Punyo Harashyami Cham. That ever since I have heard this, Keshav Arjuno, the talk between Krishna and Arjuna, what's happening to me? Harashyami sa muhur muhur. मीन्स आई एम बिकमिंग ब्लिसफुल, हर्षो उल्लासित हो रहा हूँ एट एवरी सेकेंड. Prabhupada writes in the purport, a devotee enjoys life with a thrill. A devotee enjoys life with a thrill, not for some time, but at every moment. This is Prabhupada's words. And those who have been actively doing devotional service with proper sadhana, they can connect to this statement. I repeat, a devotee enjoys life with a thrill, not for some time, but at every moment. जो लोग ने, कितने लोग ने VTA किया है, इधर हाथ उठाइए. VTA कितने लोग ने किया? हाँ, so you all agree that although it was very hectic, but we enjoyed life with a thrill at every moment. Please raise your hands again. हाँ, देखिए सब लोग full attendance चल रहा है. Prabhu's Shastras is not here and there. You know, it is to the point, to the bullseye. Now it is our turn how to do it. So there is 8 Shikshashtakam verses how to attain, 5 to 7, and how to overcome addictions. A, we will go from A to E, and in that we have 8 words which explains how we can overcome addictions. First is attitude. A stands for attitude. Nectar of Instruction, Prabhupada says your attitude is very important in bhakti. Don't be negative attitude, be positive. Like it was said that it was asked to Radhanath Maharaj, what I should do that I will never lose bhakti for rest of my life. Bhakti कैसे नहीं हमारे हाथ से छोड़े. Because Maharaj means he has such a devotion, means before coming to ISKCON he was chanting 64 rounds and he had already taken vow of 4 rules, regulative principles. आप लोग में से कोई है जो ISKCON में आने से पहले ऑलरेडी वाव ले चुका है, ज़िंदगी भर नहीं करने वाला? कोई है? So his level of devotion is different itself. So Maharaj was just going in the car and there was a big billboard. Cricket is our religion and Sachin is our God. Sachin Tendulkar was very active then. So Prabhupada, Radhanath Maharaj saw that and he said, I don't know whether cricket is our religion or not, but Sachin Nandan is definitely our God. So Maharaj says, he was asked how we should not lose spiritual life. We have got bhakti. What we should do that we should not lose? So Maharaj said 2 things. Please take note of this. Maharaj said, always remain humble, genuine humble, and always remain grateful. These 2 things will save you from going out of bhakti or losing spiritual life. So what it means by being humble? Maharaj says, being humble means I was nothing, I am nothing, and I will be nothing. Everything is Krishna, I am just an insignificant servant of yours. Right? So that means first point of becoming humble. And grateful means we didn't deserve bhakti. One devotee said, Prabhupada, what was our qualification to get bhakti? Prabhupada said, you didn't have any qualification. I made your qualification. So none of us sitting here have any qualification to bhakti. But we have got bhakti, so we should be grateful. Tatteno kampa sumekshamana. Means we should be grateful in all circumstances. Life will always be difficult. Life will always have ups and downs. Don't get agitated. Hold on to devotees. So A stands for attitude. A also stands for association. So Rupa Goswami says association means when you do these 6 things. That is what you take when you take association. You hear submissively, imbibe what you are hearing. एक कान से सुन के दूसरे कान से निकालना is not our philosophy. People say sometimes ISKCON. ISKCON मतलब इस कान से सुना दूसरे कान से निकाला. That is not what it is. Basically, when you hear, you imbibe, and then reveal also your heart. Listening to someone's heart and revealing your heart. That is first. Dadati pratigandhati. Giving gifts and taking gifts. And giving prasad and taking prasad. So taking prasadam means no problem. Whatever prasadam is left over, one time Janmashtami meeting, they started complaining that 3 buckets of Channamrit was left. So Krishna Chandra Prabhu said, you should have called IYS. What 3 buckets? 30 buckets would have finished. Every IYS is a Maharathi. Everyone is sitting Hanuman here when it comes to prasadam. Not for seva. आपको सिर्फ जागृत करने की आवश्यकता है कि आप हनुमान हैं. आप खत्म कर सकते हैं प्रभु जी पूरा पार्टी. यस प्रभु, डेफिनेटली. सबको पीछे छोड़ दो, मैं जाता हूँ. रणभूमि में अकेला जाऊँगा. So Krishna Chandra Prabhu said, the IYS are so committed people. Whatever prasadam is left, give to them and they will take care. So A is attitude, A is association. So association means these 6 things. Make sure you are doing these 6 things not with girls. Prabhu ji, आज तो मुझे रेसिपी मिल गया. How to win over. दिल की बात सुनो, दिल की बात सुनो. गिफ्ट दो, गिफ्ट लो. खाने का चीज़ दो, खाने का. पड़ जाएगी. सॉरी सर, उस लाइन में तो जाओ ही मत, देखो ही मत. वो रास्ता ही बहुत खतरनाक है. कितने खुश लग रहे हो, देखो कितना स्माइल कर रहे हो. बिकॉज देयर इज़ नो ऑपोजिट जेंडर हियर. एक सिंगल ऑपोजिट जेंडर आ जाएगा ना, पूरे 55 और 56 सब डिस्टर्ब हो जाएंगे. दे कैरी अ शक्ति. इट्स नॉट दैट दे हैव टू डू समथिंग. कुछ नहीं. जैसे मैं कुर्सी पे बैठा हूँ, ये कुर्सी पे लाके बैठा दो, देखो सब लोग डिस्टर्ब हो जाएंगे. यस और नो? कौन है इतना धीर जो बिल्कुल डिस्टर्ब नहीं होगा? So Gauram Prabhu tells this na, that one person went to meet his friend, psychiatric doctor. So उसको पागल खाने लेके गया. पागल खाने लेके गया तो he saw one person full long hair, torn clothes, पूरे ऐसे नाखून मारे. बोले क्या हो गया इसको? How he became mad? तो उसको लैला नहीं मिली. बोला अच्छा लैला नहीं मिली. Many people are behind some girlfriend नहीं मिलती है. So this happens. So then he went to the next asylum. Again same long hair, कपड़े फटे हुए, नाखून पागल हो. ये पागल कैसे? इसको लैला मिल गई. So I can speak with quite confidence because I am Grahastha. So I have one Leela. So those sadhus who don't have Leela, very fortunate. And IYS, those who want to remain brahmachari or go like that, my full blessings. So that's another topic altogether. But association, attitude, 2 हो गए. B is books. Books means, please note, Prabhupada writes that if you don't read, you will eat, sleep and fall down. Listen, whatever devotion I have, I will say that it is all I have read Prabhupada's books. It is all by association of devotees. Prabhupada has made a blanket statement. He is not speaking about chanting, he is not speaking about deity worship or any other thing, or seva. Prabhupada says this statement: if you don't study my books, not read. He says if you don't study. Reading means just superficial reading. Studying means going into depth of these books. He says if you don't study these books, Chaitanya Charitamrita, this verse comes, you will eat, sleep and you will fall down. It's a must that we need to read these books. You understand or you don't understand, you don't be much bothered. Just study at the level best you want, you should. That is books. Then C comes for chanting. 16 rounds Brahma Muhurta, or at least getting close, 6 to 8, 7 to 9, whatever you can do. D stands for 2 things: deity worship and diet, that is prasadam. Because Prabhupada in 13.12 he says any grahastha can become happy if he just does chanting, if he does discussion on Gita and Bhagavatam, if he takes prasadam and does deity worship. So this is I am referring from Bhagavad Gita 13.12. You can cross check in the purport. These 4 things anyone does, even as a grahastha, even as brahmachari or IYS, you will always be happy. Chanting, prasad, deity worship and deity worship, and books. 4 things will make you happy, Prabhupada says. So D stands for deity worship and prasadam, diet. So as far as possible, take prasadam. In IYS, the rules were don't take prasadam outside, because in Vrindavan people who go out, "Arey, dham hai dham." So we need pani puri, ragada, all those desires which you may not fulfill in Bombay. You go to Vrindavan and eat all of this. So Nashik, hold yourself for 2 days, stick to prasad only. And then after D is E, which says engagement. Engagement means make sure that you are engaged, 24 hours. Means you are fully engaged. Because Prabhupada said, empty minds, devil's workshop. Khali dimag, shaitan ka ghar. Because if you have done morning 5 to 7 japa and then throughout the day you are free and you sit with a, laptop, iPad, mobile and keep on surfing, then again you will fall back. So that's why the last E, the 8th point comes is environment. So make sure your environment is proper. So Radhanath Maharaj said, so are you clear? We have I think 5 minutes, so I'll just end with one point and then so think in mind, you will get married to Miss Bombay. Miss Bombay. I can see smiles on many of the faces. Miss Bombay bole to sabse khoobsurat hai. How many of you all feel in mind that I will be very happy? Maharaj said, no. If any one of you get married to Miss Bombay, the whole Bombay will be seeing your wife and you will be miserable. Mante ki nahi? Except, so material life of sense gratification doesn't make sense. One boy came and told me, Prabhuji, I need taka wife. Best, 16 pounder, but very, very beautiful. So Krishna Chandra Prabhu had a meeting with him. He said, what is your ranking between 1 to 10? What should be your beauty? 10 or maximum 9. Nothing less than 9. I want most beautiful. Ekdam. So then I called him. Aryabat. You are nonsense. You get married to this girl who is the most beautiful. Since at the age of 12 and 13 and 14, the whole Bombay is looking at her and she is already flying in airplane. You will get married, you will marry with her at the age of 25, 24. 10 years she is already flying. You will become most miserable with that girl. Get a normal girl, you will be happy. So I said, Prabhu ji, ये तो गीता में लिखा ही नहीं है. इसलिए I said you need a guru. You got a normal, mediocre girl, very happy. Comes and tells me, Prabhu ji, मराठी गर्ल लाया हूँ गाँव से, पैर दबाती है, इंग्लिश भी समझ में नहीं आता, मैं कुछ भी बात करता हूँ चल जाता है. आई एम वेरी हैप्पी. थैंक यू फॉर योर एडवाइस. सो प्लीज़ बी कनेक्टेड विथ योर शिक्षा गुरु एंड डोंट थिंक बाहर की दुनिया बहुत अच्छी है. सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन, भक्ति रसामृत महाराज सेड, doesn't make any sense. You will be miserable only because you cannot win over Krishna. यही संपर्श जाल होगा, दुख ही मिलेगा. तो ऐसा कर कुछ भी कर, you will become miserable. Someone may have a private plane and go with a private girlfriend to a private island, but still he will not get bliss. The bliss which you are going to get in Nashik Yatra. Haribol. That person is enjoying because of his karma. Krishna will give you more bliss because you are doing devotion in the place of Lord Ram. Haribol. Okay, so I think I gave you a snapshot of how to de-addict yourself. Now we have 2-3 minutes. 12:30 we are supposed to go down. Any questions? Yeah.
So you mentioned about reading the books, studying the books. So I wanted to ask some practical tips for that. Like when we are doing the morning program and we are going to job, then we read it. So we are already, like our mind is already filled up with many things. So it's difficult to have a very nice reading. So we just read the book. So how do we do that?
So you can meet Tulsi Vilas Prabhu. He will give you the Zoom ID. Achha, his question is, we are not able to read because the whole day we are working and we are busy like that. So good question. So we have a Zoom ID on which we have a study every day 9 to 9:30. So anyone who wants to join studying, Prabhupada books, you can do that. That is one. Otherwise, yena kena prakarena, hook or by crook. Now Gopal Krishna Maharaj said, we never thought that we will be carrying all Prabhupada books in our pocket. It's a luxury. We never dreamt we can carry all Prabhupada books in our pocket. क्या चाहिए आपको? ट्रेन जितना भी भरा हो यार, व्हाट्स द प्रॉब्लम? निकालो, खोलो, पढ़ो. Anyone, the whole world is watching mobile movies and playing games and all. Why can't we read? 5 minutes तो 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever time we get. And then if you get connected, Rajan Shamshitya, this verse is, you will become ecstatic. Why? Because you are connected with Krishna. We have anarthas. We are not pure. Maybe we will not get pure in our whole life also. So 18.71 for you all. जिनको लग रहा है हम भगवत धाम ही जाएंगे. Prabhupada says, if you do devotional service at your level best, but if you are not pure, you don't go back to Godhead. You go to pole star, ध्रुव लोका. किसी के पास है वेद इसमें तो खोल लीजिए. लास्ट 4 लाइन्स, भगवद गीता 18 चैप्टर 71 वर्स. डोंट बी अंडर रॉन्ग इंप्रेशन आप भगवत धाम ही जाओगे. Even while doing devotional service, Prabhupada says you go to pole star also, ध्रुव लोका चले जाओगे आप. So, we need to little bit work out and all. Where there is a will, there is a way. Bhakti Rasamnand Maharaj, when he would walk down from Grand Road station to temple, he would keep his book open and keep on reading. He would watch the road, but पढ़ते रहते थे और पढ़ते पढ़ते जाते थे. Now he is a sannyasi. When he first time got Bhagavad Gita, when there was this debate, science and religion, he was speaking on behalf of science. He was not Krishna conscious. So he just got Gita from ISKCON Jew so that he can defeat the arguments. He started reading in the evening. He started reading till the next day morning. And he decided, material life is over. One book, one night. Whole night he read and he understood the whole philosophy. That potency the book has. 4 reasons why people fall down. Prabhupada says 6.37. First, not serious. Second, being devotee means it's a war against material energy. Third, Maya gives allurements. Fourth, we are anyway allured by other things. So the principle of war is, actually, you go in the people, those who have been trained, they will say, hit first, hit hard, keep on hitting. What it translates to us? Do japa in the morning, 5 to 7, hit first, hit hard, do as sincerely as possible. I have seen Radhanath Maharaj nerves coming up in morning japa. That much he puts his energy in japa. He may not shout, but the way he does, hit first, hit hard, keep on hitting. This is the whole all over India, the army principle. So do in the morning, do as sincerely as possible. No one will see at that time. Only Krishna is seeing as Paramatma within. You literally beg, pray, chant, Krishna will reciprocate. And keep on hitting means throughout the day. Your question is answered. A stands for attitude, association. B stands for books. C stands for chanting. D stands for diet and deity worship. Diet means prasad. E stands for environment and E stands for engagement. These are the 8 steps. And definitely along with that, the attitude also means be prayerful, be humble. Then only these things will work. If you don't have humility, all doing 8 things will also not work. Beg, pray. And Radhanath Maharaj says, as many rounds you do, as many rounds, even if you decide that let me chant 64 rounds daily, if you decide let me do 3-4 hours prayer, Maharaj says still lust will keep coming back till the time the Hare Krishna Mahamantra enters your heart. And it will enter your heart only when Krishna is pleased, not by your endeavors. Endeavor is only to show Krishna I am sincere. Is it clear? The question is answered? Yeah, anyone else? Good point. He says when we are going outside, we are working, we get affected by the conversations with the people and all. So Maharaj explains, although more a devotee is very cautious, just like when it was COVID time. So we had our mask, we had social distancing, and sanitizers, everything. Why? Because we didn't want it to get infected. And millions of times more, Krishna and Prabhu says, what is COVID? COVID will only take away the body, but Maya will take away bhakti, and the soul will be lost in the cycle of birth and death. Millions of times you and I have taken body of demigods, humans and animals. Now is the golden opportunity to do bhakti and go back to Godhead, right? So now when we are going outside and when we know, so Maharaj says, make sure in the morning before you leave your house, you are surcharged with Krishna consciousness. Just like if I leave my house without charging, I cannot communicate, right? So I make sure it is 80-90%. Similarly, charge yourself sufficiently before leaving your house with chanting, reading, prayers, and throughout the day also try to be more Krishna conscious. Prabhupada makes this statement that devotee means he tries his level best that throughout the day he can be Krishna conscious. Now we have mobile, all the time you are traveling, you can put some kirtan, put some, things which is keeps on going, you can keep on hearing. Half an hour when you are bathing in the toilet, shaving, brushing, put on some kirtan, put on some katha, try to be more Krishna conscious. More Krishna conscious you are, the less you will be affected by other things. And look, Krishna is a person. He sees, if you are sincere, he will not let you get affected by outside energy. But you have to prove your sincerity first. Anyone has any statement which you not agree, whatever I have spoken, I have tried to repeat. You can please raise your hands, ask any questions, and you have a different opinion, please do let me know, so that I also can learn from you. Can someone check, Vinay, Kirtan is starting or it's still going to take time? If they are going to take time, then we can have some more questions and some more discussions. मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ भाई. Now I will give you a friendly advice because 12:30 is done with it's almost 12:35. So with the permission of Satyanand Prabhu and Arvind Madhav Prabhu, 25 years I have spent plus, nothing outside. It is not going to work, sense gratification. It's not that I have not done. I have done sufficient. It's not going to work. What is going to work is only Krishna Bhakti. Venugopal Prabhu, please stand up. He got initiated in the year 97. So this is 24. 97 to 24. Same. So 97 to 24, 27 years of Diksha. इनका एक्सपीरियंस पूछिए. सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन कुछ सेंस है? कुछ नहीं है ना, फालतू ही है. मार खाए हम लोग, बहुत मार खाए ना. दोनों हाथ उठा के देखो. वी बोथ आर गृहस्थ इन द ब्रह्मचर्य ट्रीम, जो प्रीचर्स प्रीचिंग करते हैं, दोनों की खूब सुटाई हुई है. तो वो भी हंस के बोल रहे हैं मैंने भी मार खाया है. मैं बोल रहा हूँ मैंने भी मार खाया. आप लोग मत मार खाइए. आप लोग हंस रहे हो, 25-27 साल बाद आप हंसोगे नहीं, जब सुटाई हुई होगी माया से. कुछ नहीं है भैया बाहर की दुनिया में. इंटरनेट, सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन, स्त्री प्रसंगा नाम, कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला. और मोर कथा, अरे बाप आप लोग को यार दिल की बात बता रहे हैं यार. हाँ, प्रभु जी जाके बंद करके आएंगे भैया. ऐसे कैसे? बेस्ट ऑफ लक. अरे क्यों मार खा रहे हो यार? तुम्हारे सीनियर बैठे हैं मार खाए हुए. लात, घूसे, जूते, झापड़ माया ने सब मारा है. मारा है कि नहीं? देखो मुस्कुराते हुए बोल रहा माया. अरे खाया है, बहुत मार खाया. कुछ नहीं है बाहर के सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन में भाई. सोचो भी मत, उस दिशा की तरफ देखो भी मत, सिर्फ भक्ति की तरफ देखो। सो राधानाथ महाराज में इस नाइस स्टेटमेंट लिख लीजिए आप लोग। फर्स्ट, प्रभुपाद सेज सीक्रेट ऑफ गीता इज टोटल एब्जॉर्प्शन इन थॉट्स ऑफ कृष्णा। इंट्रोडक्शन में आप लोग पढ़ेंगे तो आपको मिलेगा, टोटल एब्जॉर्प्शन इन थॉट्स ऑफ कृष्णा। राधानाथ महाराज सेज आई एम नॉट वेरी एक्सपर्ट, but whatever I do, this is in journey home, I do it with intense absorption. So you can take this word from this class today. Maharaj says, I am not very expert, but whatever I do it with intense absorption. That is the word which we should learn and imbibe. Chanting, hearing, serving, working in our profession, intense absorption. That will save you from lot of difficulties and multiples. मंजिल मिलेगी भटक कर ही सही। I will connect this to what we have discussed. मंजिल मिलेगी भटक कर से ही सही, गुमराह तो वो है जो घर से निकले ही नहीं। ट्राई टू, वावा वावा के लिए नहीं बोला यार। I'm not a शायर बाबा। The point to drive is your goal should be to 5 to 7 जपा होना चाहिए sincerely, not to show anyone। हाँ वेणुगोपाल प्रभु सही बोल रहा हूँ, 5 से 7 में मार ठोक के जपा करना चाहिए ना। सत्यानंद प्रभु, यस, अरविंद माधव प्रभु, तो सब सीनियर लोग एग्री कर रहे हैं, मैं अकेला नहीं बोल रहा हूँ। प्रभुपाद ने सिस्टम बनाया, बाकी कुछ लेक्चर तुमको समझे नहीं समझो छोड़ दो यार, ये समझो कैसे मुझे 5 से 7 जपा करना है, बाकी 22 घंटा कृष्णा संभाल लेंगे बाबा। हैव फेथ इन कृष्णा, उसकी भक्ति कर रहे हो। आई वॉज इन जयपुर, वी वेंट टू टेक ड्यूटीज यू नो, एंड with Shivram Prabhu and Nityanand Prabhu and Jagannath Prabhu, and 3 of them are all austere. Nityanand Prabhu can survive on 2 gulab jamun in the whole day. You know how austere thin he is. And Shivram Prabhu is another austere sadhu. वो तो खाते नहीं है जब तक 16 माला नहीं होता। So I am with 3 of saffron and I am alone there. And दोपहर हो गया, उनके सामने तो मुंह खोलना, भूख लगी है तो अपराध हो जाएगा। तो मैं बोला यार अभी, और देर इज़ नो अरेंजमेंट है, इट्स नॉट दैट वी हैव ऑर्गेनाइज समथिंग, यू नो वी वेंट फॉर, शिवराम वांटेड टू टेक मार्बल डीटीज, तो पांडे ब्रदर्स के पास गए थे। मैं बोला दोपहर हो गया और लेक्चर बहुत दिया, कृष्णा संभाल लेते हैं, कृष्णा प्रसाद दे देते हैं, सिर्फ भक्ति करो। मैंने 10 बार, मैंने 50-100 बार प्रवचन में बोला है। मैं बोला यार अभी अपनी तो हालत ख़राब है, भूख लग रही है, प्रसाद का कुछ अरेंजमेंट नहीं है। You won't believe. Out of the blue, I get a call from another brahmachari, and he says, "Hey, Haribol Anand, you people I have heard you are in Jaipur." I bola, "Yeah." He said, "I've just called Radha Vinod temple. The whole Mahaprasad is kept. Please go and take lunch." I'm giving you our example, ground level. Krishna is there, yaar. Without even telling and thinking and praying, he will arrange. Venugopal, yes or no? इतना मार खा के भी हमारा भक्ति का 25-27 साल अच्छा गया, मार खाने के बाद भी। मार नहीं खाते तो कितना अच्छा जाता नहीं वेणुगोपाल, कितना ज़्यादा सेवा कर पाते थे हम लोग। हाँ मतलब और प्रचार करते हुए आगे बढ़ जाते थे। अभी देखो ना यार, गौर गोपाल प्रभु, और ये गौर गोपाल प्रभु बोलते हैं आई हेट ट्रैवलिंग, महीने में 2-2, 3-3 बार अमेरिका जाना पड़ता है। उनका 4-4 पासपोर्ट भर गया है, पूरा वर्ल्ड घूम घूम के, जबकि वो बिजनेस क्लास में फ्लाइट करते हैं हमेशा, आपके इन्फॉर्मेशन के। ही वॉज वन ऑफ यू ऑल, ओनली थिंग इज ही टुक सीरियसली, took the message, translated in the way in which people can understand. Prabhupada says that devotee means he should, make new ways by which it can fill this knowledge in the dumb minds of non-devotees. किसी ना किसी तरीके से घुसाने का उनके मन में। हमारे प्रोग्राम में मैं इटालियन पाव भाजी बनाता हूँ। अब बोले पाव भाजी मालूम है, इटालियन बोले तो क्या? इटालियन मतलब चीज़ डाल के, पनीर डाल के, ऑलिव ऑयल में बनता है वही पाव भाजी, लेकिन पूरा डिफरेंट, ऑलिव्स डाल के, बेसिल लीव्स के साथ। जिन्होंने खाया हुआ है देखो स्माइल कर रहे हैं, जिन्होंने नहीं खाया वो भी स्माइल कर रहे हैं। सुनने में तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। सो पीपल डोंट अंडरस्टैंड इन माई लेक्चर्स एनीथिंग, बट पीपल अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग, प्रसादम इज गुड। अभी कल फ्राइडे, कल का प्रोग्राम कर चॉकलेट फिरनी, चॉकलेट फिरनी, चॉकलेट फिरनी। मैं बोला यार छोड़ो चॉकलेट फिरनी विरनी, उसका फॉर्मूला वेनिला आइसक्रीम लाओ, काजू लाओ और जो है वाइट चॉकलेट लाओ, तीनों को दूध में पेस्ट कर दो, सबको पिलाया। बोला प्रभु जी चॉकलेट फिरनी को साइड में बिठा दिया इसने। सम एडजस्टमेंट्स बाय विच, विनय जी को एग्जाम्पल अच्छा लगा। प्रभु जी गीता भागवत नहीं कनेक्ट होता है, ये पूरा एकदम, ये तो थ्योरी हो गया। प्रभु जी प्रैक्टिकल कराओ अभी। इटालियन पाव भाजी बोल दिया, चॉकलेट फिरनी का जो है बता दिया। सो वी कैन कनेक्ट। So all of you all should know, you take this process sincerely, imbibe in your life, you will be happy, you will make others happy. Guarantee. This process works. और कोई प्रश्न? अच्छा, मंजिल मिलेगी तो मैंने बताया नहीं, इसने वाह 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 कर दिया तो मैं हो गया। आवर मंजिल इज टू रीच 5 to 7 जपा। So although you may fail 100 times, but keep a track. हफ्ते में अपने रूम के सामने, I mean on your A4 size पेपर पे लिखो हफ्ते में कितना दिन मैंने किया। In spite of all odds, try your level best. I joined जपा of Ananda and Prabhu. इतना strict है ना उनका, I mean hardly people can survive in that group. All over India and world, say almost 200 plus people join in the japa. Screen should be on, full light. If you leave for 2-3 minutes and more, they will take you out. They'll remove you from the meeting. They have Saturday, Sunday 32 rounds. Every month 64 rounds. Once in 3 months 128 rounds. Coming Wednesday, Ram Navami, 128 rounds from morning 5 to 7. So there are certain people who are doing very high level. जैसे हम लोग बोलते हैं ना पढ़ाई में कोई PhD कर रहा है, वैसे भक्ति में भी कई लोग हैं जो PhD के लेवल पे टक्कर का दे रहे हैं। किसका कितना लेवल है, आई एम जस्ट शेयरिंग विथ यू ऑल। अभी आपको मैं एक क्लासिक एग्जांपल बताता हूँ जिससे यू ऑल विल कनेक्ट, एंड आई एम श्योर 100% इट वर्क्स। वी आर बॉडी ऑफ इट्स स्पिरिट सोल, ठीक है। There is no proof to understand we are soul. I will give you an example. In few seconds you will understand. जो लोग जॉब करते हैं, you know, या इवन जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं, if suppose you have to go for a job, morning 5 to night 9 you have to go for this job. कितना हो गया? 16 घंटा। 5 to 9 you have to go for this job. You will not get salary. You will not get anything to eat. You will not be allowed to sleep also or rest also. You will not be given water also. हाथ उठाओ, कितने लोग कर जाओगे? देखो मैं, उठाओ। 55 लोग में उठाओ हाथ। हैं? तुलसी विलास पूरा अब्रॉड घूम कर आया है। 16 घंटा खाना नहीं, पानी नहीं, सोना नहीं, पैसा नहीं। सोना मतलब गोल्ड नहीं है, स्लीपिंग। एक भी नहीं उठा रहे ना हाथ। When there is Nirjal Ekadashi, almost 150 to 200 devotees come together to chant from morning 5 to 9. No money, पैसा नहीं मिलने वाला, खाने को नहीं मिलने वाला है, सोने को नहीं मिलने वाला है, पानी भी नहीं मिलने वाला है। मेरे पास वीडियोस है, फोटोज है। I have taken photographs of old people, 65 years के people, smiling, beaming, हंसते हुए, खुश होते हुए जा रहे हैं 9 बजे रात को। क्यों? बॉडी को तो कुछ नहीं मिला, क्यों खुश है? द सोल इज इन एक्सटेसी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम समझा कि नहीं समझा? ये लास्ट एग्जाम्पल दिमाग में बैठा आप लोग को? वी आर नॉट द बॉडी, वी आर द स्पिरिट सोल। है भावन देख कर रहे, नहीं तो मेरा कथा चलता रहेगा। ये लोग तो बोल नहीं रहे गायता विष्णु घाता, जो परीक्षित महाराज ने बोला था ना, गाते जाओ प्रभु जी, गाते जाओ, कथा करते जाओ। आप लोग बोले लंच लाओ जल्दी। नहीं, वो उनका टाइम के हिसाब से है, तो इस हिसाब से हो गया नहीं भावेश क्या है। ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर योर पार्टिसिपेशन। सो आई होप यू ऑल, इसका टेक होम मैसेज है इंटेंस एब्जॉर्प्शन, सेकेंड 5 to 7 जपा, हाउ टू डू इज़ योर होमवर्क। मैं नहीं पढ़ता हूँ बीच में। बेस्ट वे इज टाई अप विथ समवन टू डू इट। ओके, इंटेंस एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑन दिस, ठीक है। चलो, थैंक यू वेरी मच। हरे कृष्णा।
Has taken us out of addiction to absorption. So, thank you, Prabhu, for giving such realized inputs. Let us express our gratitude by loudly chanting 3 times.